don't know who needs to hear this, but some of you might feel like you are in a period of maybe isolation or trying times, hard times, times where it just feel like you want to give up. Because times are creating uncomfortability in the environment or the stage that you're in right now. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but you will get through this. And I say that because I just seen two butterflies pass by me super close. I seen a yellow and black one, and then I seen a green one. And that just made me think about how, you know, the butterflies first starts in a caterpillar stage, and then eventually they transition. Remember that word, they transition into the beautiful butterfly that they are. And I say all that to say that some of us are in a transition period where times just feel so uncomfortable to the point where we just want to throw in the towel. But a lot of times, things have to be broken down, things have to be taken away, and things have to be released in this transition period that we are in. Because best believe if God takes it away, He can replace it. And a lot of times we feel like we hit rock bottom. I heard this earlier. A lot of times we feel like we hit rock bottom, not even realizing that God is the rock that we are hitting on, and He is calling us to Him. And it's like, are you going to pick up the phone? Because He's been calling you numerous amount of times. He's been trying to get to you through the people around you, through the things that are happening around you. Sometimes God will cause certain things to happen in our lives, whether that be good or bad, to reach us. Sometimes we are in a transition period when we feel like throwing in the towel. We feel like giving up. We feel like just saying, I can no longer do this. But God is not only calling you back to Him, He is calling you to be obedient. So God might be calling you to fast. God might be calling you to fast. God might be calling you to spend more time with Him. Because a lot of times we only come to God when we need Him for something, but what about the times when He just wants us to be in His presence? He just wants us to know and show how much we appreciate Him. He wants us to pray sometimes without ceasing. What about those times? Don't only come to God when you need Him or it's a beneficial type of thing, but come to God when you just want to spend time in His presence. And yeah, you can go to church, you can go to Bible study, but what about your one-on-one time with God? Are you doing your due diligence? And not only that, I was reading my devotional today, and it says light from the darkness, which is from Luke chapter 1, 76 through 80. And when I was reading it, here it mentioned in the lives of the Lord's children, there are often times of darkness, like the darkness the people of Israel experienced in Isaiah's time. They went through an ominous time, but looked forward to a new beginning. You might be going through a hard time right now. You might be going through a trying time right now. You might be going through a struggling time right now. But it's not a hard time. It's not a struggling time. It's a time of transition. And are you ready for the transition? Because at the end of the day, whether you're ready for it or not, God gonna push you to transition. Because God is calling you to newer heights, newer levels, and advancement. As I stated, that green butterfly represents numerous amount of things, but it also represents advancement. And green itself represents the heart. If you know anything about the heart chakra, it's green. Why is it green? Who knows? But it's green. And the fact that I seen that, it made me think about emotional healing. And this, me showing up right now, I hope, of course, that I'm providing some sort of emotional healing. So back to the message. You're in a time of transition. And it's uncomfortable, of course, but a lot of times we have to be comfortable with the uncomfortable. Because you want that $1 million bank account, you gotta be able to be comfortable with the little bit of money that you're getting now, So when God blesses you with that large sum, when God blesses you with that home, when God blesses you with that car, when God blesses you with those opportunities, those blessings, that clarity that you need, are you going to be ready for it? Or are you going to self-sabotage it? Or are you going to mess it up? So, the last thing I just want to say that stuck with me while I was reading this is God would turn the fate of his people. He would be a light to those who accepted and served him. And it also talks about only Jesus can bring light. So we might feel like we're in a dark time right now. It's transition. We might feel like we're struggling right now. It's transition.